All right, Facebook has removed thousands of fake accounts, pages, and groups as part of a crackdown on spam and propaganda. Most of the accounts have been linked to Russia, but others have ties to Iran, Macedonia, and Kosovo. Facebook says most of the accounts and pages were removed from spam.
However, some were created to spread news about political issues and international conflicts. The company says that it shared the findings with U.S. law enforcement while also tackling the issue on its own. So for more on this, we want to bring in CBS News contributor Izzy Lepowski. She's also a senior writer for Wired. Thank you for joining us. So I guess I should feel good that Facebook is trying to tackle this ahead of the 2020 election, though I can only imagine that this is sort of a low time for this sort of thing, and it's about to really ramp up. But tell me about, these accounts. What was it that Facebook was flagging?
So what we're seeing is just a lot more of the same from Facebook. These are thousands of accounts, pages, groups on Facebook and Instagram, some of which were promoting a political agenda. They were posing as people they were not to push the agenda of Iran or Russia in countries around the world. And then some of it was just your run-of-the-mill spamming, fake job listings, sign up here to make money fast, that kind of thing. And with spammers, it's always hard to assess their motivation. Do they want money? Do they want information? But those are the two sorts of activity we saw here. The political agenda driven through fake accounts and pages, and then spammers.
Right. So what's the main purpose for those in Russia and elsewhere to post from fake accounts? What's their goal?
Well, I think the goals are different for these different countries, right? So from Iran, for instance, you see them spreading this Iranian agenda around the world. This is an anti-Israel, anti-sanctions, pro-Palestine agenda. And we've seen this before. That's how Facebook found this latest batch of accounts, is they had already taken down a huge batch of accounts earlier in the year, and those accounts were, they said, associated with Iranian state media. So if Iranian state media wants to spread its message but disguise itself, it's going to set up these local media accounts around the world and pose as locals who just happen to have an affinity for Iran. For Russia, it's a little different. A lot of their accounts appeared to spread information about Ukrainian politics, and we know that's really important to Russia. In Macedonia, we saw some of these accounts that were spreading things like astrology, celebrity information. What we know about Macedonia is that during the 2016 election, it was a hotbed for fake news, and a lot of these people were just young people trying to make a buck online.
So here's the thing, though. We know that this fake news and this sort of information can certainly divide a population. In some cases, we've seen it lead to violence when we look at Myanmar. But it has to be a challenge for Facebook, because these are also just opinions being expressed. And even if they are foul and disgusting, there's still possibly someone's legitimate opinion. How does Facebook determine what is free speech and what is something more detrimental?
Right, you hit the nail on the head. Facebook is saying we're not taking these accounts down because of their content. We're taking them down because they were posing as people they were not. Now, you brought up Myanmar. That's a really good example. This is a country where Facebook screwed up and has admitted they screwed up. They were fanning the flames of this violence for years before they took any action. And so they decided that in certain scenarios, in certain countries, if there is misinformation that poses a credible threat of violence, as it very clearly does in Myanmar, that information is going to be taken down. You're right that they don't want to be telling us what we can and can't say if it's misinformed or wrong, but if they know that it is directly leading to violence, they have decided that, yes, now we do need to take action.
Interesting.
Now, Facebook has been accused a lot of not doing enough to police its content. Have they changed? And are they headed in another direction? Have they sort of embraced that?
They are changing. They're adding moderators around the world. In Myanmar, as I said, they changed their policies. They've added more moderators in some of these countries where they didn't have enough people who frankly spoke the language to even moderate it. But the problem is, what we can tell from this latest batch of takedowns is that people are undeterred. No matter what Facebook does, these accounts and these pages continue to pop up.
They find a way to get through it.
Exactly, and they're operating for years. Facebook is patting itself on the back saying, well, we're getting better and better at spotting this stuff. We're taking it down quicker. But even if Facebook spots it on a Monday and takes it down on a Tuesday,
the crook's already ahead of them.
If it was out for 6 years already, the damage is done.
Yeah, it's almost like I think of it as mushrooms. Like, you roll over a log and you're like, oh my gosh, let's get rid of this. And then there's another log and they keep popping up. Yeah. Izzy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Izzy.